This video will go through the best way to find US cases using Westlaw. As with everything at the Lanchester Library, the best place to start is the Library Catalogue Locate, which links to everything we own and to which we subscribe. I'm going to head to the subject guides and find the guide on law. This takes us through to a page which I maintain. You will see on the front page that there is a link to legal databases. You will find on this page a link to Westlaw. This is a good database when researching US law, and it will often provide the full text of a judgment from a US court. So I'm going to select Westlaw now. And I'm going to log in using my Coventry email address and password. Westlaw defaults to searching UK law, but you can change the geographic area from UK to US by moving down the screen to the right-hand side of the screen and selecting Westlaw US. You will be offered a number of different options to learn about how to use Westlaw US, and I recommend that you look at those prior to starting your research. You'll be presented with the search page, which looks like this. There is a general search box at the top. The general search box will search across lots of different material, including cases, statutes, secondary sources. If you choose to search here, you'll find lots and lots of results. Therefore, I recommend you choose one of the options from the list below. So if you were looking for a federal case, you would select federal materials, for example. If you knew it was a state case, you could select the state tab. I know it's a federal case that I'm looking for, so I'm selecting the federal tab. And here we have a number of options. Within this tab, I'm going to select federal cases because that's what I'm looking for. If I know the court, then I can choose the court that I want to search. If I don't know the court, then I can just search in the top box here. I happen to know the case that I'm interested in was heard in the Supreme Court, so I'm going to select that option. The case that I'm interested in is AT&T Mobility against Concepcion. And it's the top result that I'm interested in. So if you're going to use the US case, you'll need to know how to reference them using the Oscola referencing system. So I'm going to go over to the Oscola LibGuide now, which is linked to from the Law LibGuide. To find out how to reference US cases, you're going to need the Oscola Library Guide and turn to Oxford University's Oscola Official Guides. And you'll need to use the Oscola 4th edition Full Guide. So we can search the Oscola guide by using the search function Control F if you're on a laptop, Command F if you're on a MacBook, or you can look through the contents page to find the right section. Now, at the beginning in section 2 of the Oscola Full Guide, you'll find how to reference cases, but that really covers English and Welsh cases. If you move down the screen, you'll see on page 32, there's information on cases, referencing cases and legislation from other jurisdictions, so jurisdictions other than the UK. So I'm going to turn to page 32. And here you can see on page 32, here's information about how to reference cases and legislation from other jurisdictions. You can see that US cases are covered with some examples there at the bottom. Good luck with your research.